Hello everyone and welcome back to another Gothic video. With the Gothic remake approaching its final release, this feels like a perfect moment to revisit some of the hidden places in Gothic 1 Remastered. Let's explore these secret spots together and see whenever the remake will preserve them as they are or give us something new. People who have finished Gothic countless times are still discovering new places and secrets even today. This game is packed with hidden details, clever shortcuts and mysterious corners that most players never see on their first playthrough. Gothic has so many secrets waiting to be uncovered that one playthrough is simply not enough to experience everything that developers hid for us. So without further ado, let's dive in and discover some of the hidden places scattered throughout the Gothic universe. If you leave the old camp through the south entrance and head to the right, you will eventually come across a series of rocky ledges you can climb. Follow them upward and you will discover a small cave hidden in the cliffs. This is where you will find Gilbert.
What are you doing here? Don't often get visitors up here.
Gilbert is a former digger who got into trouble with Gomez's men and escaped into the mountains to live as a hermit. Inside his cave you will find a few basic survival supplies and a small chest with minor loot, usually some ore, food and simple items that kept him going. While Gilbert doesn't play a major role in Gothic 1, if you return to his cave in the sequel you will find a letter he left behind, hinting to what happened to him after the events of the first game. Starting from the entrance of the old camp, head toward the starting bridge where the two guards are standing. From there, jump into the river and follow it straight ahead. Be careful though, the river banks are crawled with bloodflies and lurkers. Your safest option is to stay underwater and swim past them. Once you reach the waterfall, dive behind and you will find a small cave. Inside there are a few valuable items and chests waiting for you. I actually discovered the cave on my second playthrough just by jumping into the river out of curiosity. This tower stands on the rocky headline northeast of the monastery ruins, right next to the shoreline. Once you step inside, you will immediately notice a spiral staircase leading deep underground into the massive dungeon hidden beneath the tower. As you descend, you will encounter groups of skeletons guarding the lower levels. Among them is a skeleton summoner, and defeating him is important, because looting his body gives you a strange book called Chromanin. This book begins one of the Gothic's most mysterious quests. There is no quest markers, no guidance, nothing to hold your hand. You have to rely entirely on the cryptic clues written inside the book to figure out where to go next. Keep in mind that the enemies down here are much stronger than what you first early on in the game, so the safest time to explore the fog tower is around chapter 4, where you probably equip to handle fights. Starting from the main entrance of the old camp again, cross the bridge and head straight up the path. Eventually you will reach a point where the mountain splits in two routes. The path on the left leads to one of the focus stones, a location tied to a Diakot quest later in the game, but if you take the path on the right, you will stumble upon the bandit camp. Everyone here is hostile and will attack you on sight. Among them is Quentin, the leader of the small group of bandits. Fun fact about Quentin was originally meant to have much bigger role in the story. Early plans suggest quests involving caravan robberies or even digging a tunnel out of the barrier, but these ideas were never finished by the developers, leaving the cap a small interesting remnant of cut content. Starting from Cavalon's hut, follow the path straight ahead, the one that leads towards the snappers. Take out the snappers that is blocking the way and keep moving forward. Soon you will come across a small abandoned cap with a chest. Continue deeper into the valley and you will eventually stumble upon the entrance of the Orc Arena. Most of the time there will be two orcs guarding the entrance. Once you enter the arena you will find several chests scattered around and a surprising number of potions placed in the circle around the shrine in the center. Here's a bonus one. If you enter the new camp and walk toward the tavern, you will notice a lake right beside it. At the bottom of the lake lies one of the most overlooked secrets in Gothic 1. Two fully sunken huts, empty, forgotten, resting quietly beneath the surface. Most players pass by this area without ever diving down, which make the submerged huts one of the game's rarest and least visited hidden locations. As you can see, Gothic 1 is filled with secrets even after all these years. The world still holds up incredibly well when it comes to exploration and hidden details. And I truly hope that in the upcoming Gothic remake they will keep the same atmosphere and maybe even add new surprises for us to enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.